Hey everyone, welcome back to some more War Thunder Ground Forces. Now today I'm going to give you a bit of a shorter video, and the reason for that is because the last couple of videos I've had have been in the T50, which is what I'm in now, and they've also been on this map, at least one of them has. So I'm just going to give you the highlights for this one, because I thought it was a pretty good battle, at least on the humor side. It was a fun one. So first off, there's a player we just spotted. I'm going to line up a shot and take him out with one hit. Now the T50 is pretty good for being a pretty accurate gun. It's really easy to aim because you don't have to aim above your targets very far to get a good shot in, and also it's a really fast thing and a fairly well armored thing. So there's his remains, as we can have it, and oh, there's I believe the same guy again. So let's see if we can take him out one shot again. Well, the first shell there, as well as the second one too, fly right through him because he just spawned in, so he's still protected. I saw all those shells hit the ground in front of halfway between us, but apparently some of them were actually hitting us. Although we do manage to put a few more shots into him, and he really stands no chance. I mean, he's got no armor against my fairly rapidly firing gun, and he's just not going to have a very good time. So all he manages to do is damage our suspension and our track, and then we took him out. So I'm sorry, guy, if we took you out with both of your tanks' lives there, right in a row. I feel kind of bad for that, but hey, that's how the game works. So now we're just going to move on. We're going to be kind of weary about what spawns right there where that guy just did, because that is their spawn point. So who knows what could happen to appear there. I'm kind of worried about the aircraft flying above me too. That's the biggest threat to me. So right now we're kind of looking in the direction of the sun, which is very bright. Trying to take some really lucky shots, hoping for some really lucky shots on that aircraft, but the fact is it's probably never ever going to happen until we get distracted by just a little piece of AI run anti-aircraft weaponry. So the reason I'm showing you this isn't because I'm wanting to show you me taking out one piece of AI, it's because what happens after this. Now if I wanted to show you taking out ground forces such as the AAA here, then I would have showed you me taking out the other 17 or 18 a few minutes ago. But what happens next is I look down at my minimap, I see there's an aircraft coming right up on me, and I'm thinking, oh no, I'm about to be bombed or something, aren't I? But this guy was here. Bit of a ram goes on there, no real damage is taken, at least by me. And the whole time here you'll see me aiming at his gun. What I'm trying to do is knock out his gun, so that hopefully he won't be able to shoot back at me. And then after that point, if I can take out his gun with the first couple shots, but he's not making it easy for me to aim at it, is then just work on shooting him everywhere else. As he sits there not being able to do anything about it, and let me rack up all the points. However, things kind of take it's kind of a change of plan here. So because War Thunder Ground Forces physics are so flawless, we're able to do that. And then at this point we can either just let him lay there and have to leave his vehicle and give us the kill by default when he loses it, or we can put a couple rounds into the soft underbody of him and get ourselves some extra points. So we finished him off and continued on back up the hill. That was kind of funny. I had a lot of fun when I was actually playing that game. I was like, yeah, there we go. And hopefully this video too isn't jumpy like the last couple War Thunder Ground Forces videos have been. I have no idea why they have been. They look fine right now as I record them and as I'm adding the commentary afterwards, but for whatever reason they've just been jumpy. I can't explain why. Hopefully it doesn't happen again though. Okay, let's call in some artillery. There is a vehicle moving off in the distance. We're going to try to predict where the vehicle's going to be when my artillery hits. What's the chances of that working now? Oh, well, we damaged his suspension. Got ourselves a few points at least. And now we're just going to start unloading the shells into him. Alright, damage his transmission. Damage his radiator. Took out his commander. And we're just going to slowly do little bits of damage here and there to him. And eventually with one of these hits, we're going to move a little bit now because he's managed to figure out how to hit us. So we backed up a little more to show a little bit less of our tank over the hill. He's still managing to hit us though, but our armor's holding up pretty good. And you'll notice here that if you were looking at the right side as to what modules we damaged on him, we actually managed to destroy his horizontal turret drive. So what I'm doing now is moving just like 3 feet to the left. That's all I need to do to make it really difficult for him to aim at us. If we were to sit in the same spot, then it would... all he'd have to do is just sit there and keep clicking the trigger, and as long as he didn't move and I didn't move, then he'd have a perfect shot lined up. However, if I move 2 feet to the left, it's going to be very difficult for him to get more shots lined up. And we've taken out a good portion of his crew now. We've taken a lot of his modules. I was confident. I decided, let's just run in there, finish him off. We'll hit him a couple times as I'm zooming in, and then we'll ram him for the kill. Well, between taking a couple good hits from him on the way there and ramming him, my crew is pretty much all toasted, all dead now. Put another shell in for no damage, and then... oh. We were hetzed. I should have stayed back, held down where I was in the hill. Unfortunately, the game is almost over now. Our allies have managed to capture the only base, which means the enemy's ticket counter is running down pretty fast. So I'm going to run back there as fast as I can and try to get another shot in, but it's just not going to happen. Ooh, that tree. I hit it so hard, it flew over top of my tank. That's something I haven't seen before. So I'm going to try a couple shots on the move. Oh, and there we go. I have a shot lined up. I can maybe hit him again, and nope. Not quite before the battle ends. Oh well, we tried. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you for the next one.